Good morning, everyone. I am so grateful you are here, and I can tell you it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful day. I received so many comments and so many questions and concerns and even notes from you. So today we're going to talk about your impossible becoming possible. Your impossible is possible. The difference between the impossible and the possible lies in your fate, not in your circumstances, in your fate and your determination. This is a great message, and I hope that you remember that we do Wednesday and Saturday at 10 o'clock a.m. Facebook Live. And I'm asking you to invite your friends to do a watch party on your social media so others can be encouraged, others can be motivated to understand that there is a way that you can move from the impossible to possible in your life. To realize that, I want to ask you a question, which is a very important question. What is your mission in life? Do you know that before you were born, God had a plan for your life, a very important plan for your life? Do you know what that plan is? God is not silent. God is speaking louder, 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 and louder to you. So you might know His plan for you and you might understand His plan. But the question is, are you listening? Am I listening? To listen, you have to stop for a second. You have to hear Him and you have to watch your actions. Why? Because your thoughts and words have power. They can stop you, make you depressed, or they can propel you forward. Your thoughts lead to feelings, feelings to actions, and actions to results. So the source of your results in life is based on your beliefs. You believe God or you believe what the word is telling you. The current pressure around us is nothing but an opportunity for God's power to be revealed in you and me, in each one of us. Think about that God shows us these opportunities in every situation. You know, in sports, to play a sport, you have pressure, you have circumstances, you have even situation when you see everything, it's impossible, I cannot accomplish this. And still sport is built to build us up. It's created to build us up and not to tear us up. Sport teaches us, and God speaks louder to us through sports too. And you know what? God speaks even from the nature, everything that is around us. It's so interesting that one of my clients called and gave me a report of her winning approach and her winning for the week after we had the coaching and training. And she said, my backyard was full of wheat. I was depressed, as you know, and I just let everything go. But you told me that I can change what I consider coming out of depression, coming out of letting everything go, impossible to possible. So she said, indeed, God is speaking and I'm going to listen. So what she did, she woke up one day in the morning and she went outside and started to clean the garden and tighten the pond and fill it out. And everything was so beautiful. Everything that she thought that it was impossible was possible. She even said at the end, when I finished, even the birds celebrated my success. It's funny, she said, how even our garden will reflect like a mirror our lives. And it's so true. I am grateful that she learned and she applied that yes, in small steps, impossible can be transformed in possible. Another of my clients said, today I am encouraged by your training, and I realize that myself and my husband, we can go through this impossible situation, walking on the water with God, and He already provide for us a plan and resources, and we believe that He will lead us from impossible to possible in His plan. It's so funny that she said, we know that He has a plan. He's giving us step by step this plan, but not the entire blueprint. And you had hard circumstances or a hard situation in your life. You might consider that situation is impossible, that nothing can take you away, nothing can make you do and transform that situation from possible to impossible. But that is an opportunity for God to be revealed in your life. In this situation, we have three opportunities. We run for what we consider impossible. We camp in that impossible and become just depressed, or we learn from that situation and go on with God and accomplish what is impossible possible. I want you to know that anytime the opposition gathers its forces, pushes fear in people's mind, causes them to bow down, even to submit, those anchor in Christ by a cause beyond them will take a stand, and in God's power, they will go on and God will lead them to victory. Under uncertain circumstances, like we are living right now, we discover our need for Christ more than ever before in our lives, in our business, in our country, in every area. And by the way, I want to tell you, and you know this, but I just want to remind you that a strong country needs strong people, strong and courageous people. Today, America needs more than ever before strong and courageous people, people making impossible possible in God's power. When everything around you it's impossible, and I understand the frustration. I am with you, and I have been in those situations many times in my life. My journey started in Romania under the regime of dictator Nicolae Ceausescu. I was surrounded by hopeless, fearful, and defeated people, and that led me to the legal profession to defend human and religious rights and to accomplish a mission impossible. I took the dictator to court, and many of my cases became part of the United Nations reports on human rights violations. I forced the dictator to respect those rights, and for that reason, I was declared an enemy of the state. My legal work was an act of treason. I was arrested, tortured, placed under house arrest, and I came within seconds of being executed under the orders of Ceausescu himself, who sent an assassin to kill me. But in God's power, my assassin was changed into a brother in Christ. Later, I was exiled to America. I arrived empty-handed, no money, no friends, not knowing English, facing a new mission impossible of rebuilding my life. Soon after I arrived in America, I found myself as a single mom, left as a single mom, rearing my three children. I felt for a while that my life was turned upside down again in a blink of an eye by a divorce. I felt confused, overwhelmed, even hopeless at times. But I had to make a decision. to allow this impossible situation to make me or break me and my children. Anxiety and fear try to take a hold of me many times. Then I realize that I need God. So I turn to Him. All He asked me was my obedience and to walk with Him faithfully, nothing else. And God brought me to the outcome, His outcome. He transformed the impossible into possible. His amazing victory. I learned English. I went to law school for the second time. I started my own law firm. As a single mom, I reared 3 children. I have authored books. I speak in front of many, many people. And many of you, if you want to know more, please read Saving My Assassin, my memoir. In fact, now I help overwhelmed people paralyzed by fear, like I was in my life many times, because many of us are paralyzed not by the circumstances, but by our limited belief. And we fail to recognize that fear is not from God. So it's time to get unstuck and move forward in confidence. I understand your situation and I understand your frustration, but I want to encourage you. If I was able to overcome the mental roadblocks I had in front of me many times in my life, and I went to do what many consider impossible, you can do it too. Now it's time for you to overcome the mental blocks that has unknowingly been blocking you from achieving your full potential. Realize that you, following God and with God, are powerful, and God has the greatest solution for you. Trust me, if I could force a dictator to respect human rights, help an assassin pointing his gun to me to put the gun down, and more than this, receive life in Christ, if I was able to rebuild my life as a single mom, you can achieve anything you set your mind, because it all starts with your mind. You have to renew your mind in Christ. Don't waste your day on anything else that you were not created for. To discover how I can help you to walk on those step by step into the plan that God created for you, please go to virginiaprodanbooks.com/contact and send me your question, the type of help you need, and I will review it and I will help you in any way possible, in any way custom made for you. Growth means change, and change involves risk. In fact, it involves stepping from the unknown, what is even uncomfortable, but it's unknown, to from the known, even uncomfortable known, to unknown. But be brave as a leader for yourself, for your family, for your business, for your church, for any group that you are leading, that you can learn that fear is part of life. Nothing else is just part of life. And you can conquer that fear. There are step by step that you can do to conquer that fear daily. Number 2, you have a role and a purpose here and now. You need clear directions and to tap into your present why. Why are you here? What is the reason of your mission? Be patient, number 3, with you, because life is a learning process. Yes, maybe you make mistake. All of us are making mistakes. You will continue to make mistakes. That's a part of life. But life is a learning process. And if you take any mistake as a lesson that you can go on and do even better things, you are learning. Number 4 is protect your energy, your health, and your spiritual, mental health, not only for you, but for others around. You know that you cannot help anyone if you are sick. And remember, life is not all about work, but also about the need for life integration. I will show you how you can change the way you think, know who you are, what you can do, what's the reason you are here, start and finish your work and your mission, and celebrate this process. I can teach you how Christ in you, because Christ in me did that, make me strong when I was weak, made me brave when I was scared to death because I had to fight against a huge dictator or a huge impossible circumstances, even here in America. How God can make you humble when you are victorious. How God will change your impossible. I can show you this, your impossible in life into possible when you remain under his wing. I care about you. I care about your dreams. I care about your life and your future and about your legacy. You can live a victorious life, not just to struggle, but to live a victorious life. I love what Abraham Lincoln said. It's not the years in your life that counts, it's the life in your life, in your years. You can live a victorious life and you can change your life, and your life change will touch many around us. Remember, a country is made out of its people. A strong country needs strong people. America needs today more than ever before strong and courageous people, people making impossible possible in God's power. And remember, the difference between the impossible and the possible lies in your faith and in your determination, never, never in your circumstances. What is holding you back? What is holding you captive to those unpleasant situations in your life? You can be free. If you are interested, I'm here to help you. Again, please go to virginiaprodanbooks.com/contact and write down there everything that you need, and I will help you. Remember, we have Saturday and Sunday, 10 o'clock Central Time, Facebook Live. Invite your friends, do a watch party, and remember that everything in your life, the impossible, can be changed into possible. And until next time, be blessed and see you later. Keep in touch. Bye-bye.